No country in the world should be immune from criticism. There's a difference between demonizing a country and its people and legitimate criticism. In many countries, criticizing the government is a death sentence. In many countries, there is no religious freedom, and criticizing the government-mandated religion is a death sentence. Israel is an imperfect nation, as are all nations, but pretending it does not face genocidal enemies hell-bent on its destruction is beyond disingenuous. If the Demonize Israel crowd were around during World War II, they would insist the Allies stop bombing Germany. They would insist that the response to Hitler's genocide was genocide and therefore must be stopped. The Allies, including the United States, carpet-bombed German cities, causing high numbers of civilian casualties in their effort to destroy the Hitler regime and end the war once and for all. Hamas and company murdered, sexually abused, mutilated, desecrated bodies, kidnapped even babies and children, and committed other atrocities on October 7th, 2023. Hamas started a war and then uses the civilians of Gaza and civilian structures from which to hide behind and beneath and from which to wage war. Hamas built tunnels and a vast underground network to protect themselves and not a single bomb shelter above ground to protect civilians. There is no way to fight an enemy that uses civilians as human shields to hide behind and beneath without incurring civilian casualties. There is no war, period, that does not incur civilian casualties. Israel did not carpet bomb Gaza. Many countries in the world would have carpet-bombed Gaza and incurred hundreds upon hundreds, if not millions, of civilian casualties if they had experienced what Israel experienced on October 7th. The war would have ended then in weeks, if not days, and not dragged on out into years as it already has. Israel put their own soldiers at great risk by not deploying the carpet bombing strategy that many countries would have utilized. And so, while genocide and war rages in the Congo region, in North Nigeria, in Yemen, in Burkina Faso, Mali, Myanmar, Somalia, Mozambique, Syria, Darfur, and other parts of the Sudan, Ukraine, and many other places, there is silence. No Jew or Israel to blame, then no one is interested in the lives of children and civilians. The world stands by in complete silence because without Israel or Jews to blame, few to no one cares about children or civilian lives. The Demonize Israel crowd criticizes Israel for how it wages war, no matter how careful Israel has been to minimize civilian casualties. There's not a single military expert in the world that knows how to fight an enemy hiding in tunnels and that uses civilians as their human shields and civilian structures to hide behind and beneath without incurring civilian casualties. Even when Israel warned civilians to evacuate an area, Hamas often made sure no one was allowed to evacuate, wanting civilian casualties. The fact that Gaza is a densely populated area from which Hamas chose to wage war and terror guarantees there are civilian and child casualties of war. While genocide rages in Darfur, Sudan, in the Congo region, in North Nigeria, in Yemen, and elsewhere, the silence continues. Compassion is about who can be blamed and demonized, not about the lives of children and civilians. Meanwhile, the Demonize Israel crowd remains silent about the persecution and slaughter of religious minorities all over the world, the widespread child marriage that is destroying the lives of millions of women and girls, the complete oppression and apartheid of women, girls, and religious minorities in places like Afghanistan, Iran, and elsewhere, and far more. Qatar has done a great job as the worldwide sponsor of the Muslim Brotherhood, of which Hamas is a chapter, an ideology shared by Boko Haram, the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and far more, ensuring all eyes remain on Israel and nowhere else. The welfare or unwitting stooges for Qatar and the Muslim Brotherhood and its toxic ideology virtue signal while being accomplices by their support, silence, and demonizing, having achieved nothing more than to prolong war, misery, hate, and terror.